right, to access and take an Edulastic test through Canvas, okay, you're going to go to the assignment created by the teacher. All right, and it's going to have this gray load the task or whatever the test is, the assignment there. It's going to open it up, okay, in a new tab for you. All right, after it loads, okay, so for the performance task this week, this is the practice one for you guys. The prompt will be over here. Okay, so here it says the company Algebra 2 for Life makes Algebra 2 textbooks. The profit in thousands of dollars can be modeled by the function p of x equals negative 2x cubed plus 8x squared plus 8x, where x represents the number of textbooks produced annually in thousands. Okay, so the question that we're answering is how many textbooks must be produced for a profit of 32,000? Solve algebraically, show all work on a separate sheet of paper. Record all answers that make sense contextually, then upload an image of your work in the space provided. Make sure to read all directions when uploading your work. All right, so we're going to type in our answers here, okay, but then we're going to take a picture of our work, save it to our Google Drive or our hard drive on our computer, and we're going to upload the picture here, all right, following the directions. All right, so to do this work mathematically, okay, I want you to do it on a separate sheet of paper. So you guys can see I'll use the scratch pad here as I do the work. So I'm going to set up my equation. What I want to know is when it equals 32,000. So I'm going to set this up. Negative 2x cubed plus 8x squared plus 8x. I want to know when does that equal 32,000. So since this is in thousands, I just set it equal to 32. All right. Well, the first thing we have to know is we can only solve polynomials when they're equal to 0. So I got to move this 32 over. All right. And then so I get negative 2x cubed plus 8x squared plus 8x minus 32 equals 0. All right, so to solve this, it's got 4 terms. So I could see if factor by grouping works. I could use rational root theorem, list out all my possible rational roots. Right now, the first thing I see is that there's a GCF. Okay, I'm going to take out a negative 2. And that's going to leave me with x cubed minus 4x squared minus 4x plus 16. All right, and then from here, I could do factor by grouping, cut it in half. Okay, what do those two have in common? That's an x squared. Leaves me with x minus 4. This over here has a negative 4 in common. That's going to leave me with an x minus 4. Again, all that's multiplied by negative 2. Okay, so now I write my factors. Okay, be negative 2. And then I get x squared minus 4 and x minus 4 equals 0. So my answers, okay, if I solve this one, that's x equals plus or minus 2 and x equals 4. So since it says contextually makes sense, right, we're not going to produce negative books, right? So the only that makes sense would be my answers would be 2,000. So I'm in Scratchpad. I got to get out of Scratchpad now. Okay, 2,000 or 4,000. Not sure why it made me click on that this time, but if it didn't let you type, just use the calculator there. All right, so those are my answers. So again, I'm going to do all that work on a separate sheet of paper. I'm going to take a picture using my phone or using my webcam, my computer, so it directly goes on there. And then I need to put it in here. Okay, so this is important. Okay, this is gonna be important for you to help out your teachers here. We do not use the upload file button because then that means we would have to download each image. If you upload your image into this text box, okay, we'll be able to view it right away. So as you're looking up here for the insert image icon, it's not there because it's underneath this more, right? And there it is right there. You could also open that up by just hitting Control P, okay, and it says drop image or click. Okay, so if you just put it on there, it might be down there for you to drag. And then loads the image in there. Then what we want you to do is kind of grab the corner and make it so that we can do the work. So here again, you can see all my work, right? Factor at the -2, factor by grouping, okay, solve my answers, right? And so we are done with this one on your test. Will be more than one question, so you'll hit the arrow to go to the next question, all right? And then so when you're all done, just hit submit, and everything is good. Okay, well, sorry, you got to make sure it comes here. If you flagged anything, right, it tells you to go back and look. But we're all good. We only have that one page, nothing to go back and look at. Now everything is submitted. All right, when you see your grade, okay, obviously the picture needs to be graded by the teacher. So it'll show you if you got the multiple choice part right or not. Not the fill in the blank, the numbers right, and did not grade the other one. The teacher has to grade that still.